Hi guys, welcome back to Math with James. So for today's problem, we have a purple curve over here, and its function is y squared is equal to 2x. And then there's a point over here, 1, 4 in the graph, and the question asks us to find a point on the curve such that the distance between this point and the point 1, 4 is the minimum distance. For this problem, we have to find a function to express the distance, right? And then we try to find the minimum value of that function. That's basically the two steps. The distance between 2 points in the graph is junior high school algebra. Let's use symbol d to stand for the distance, and d is equal to square root of x minus 1 squared plus y minus 4 squared. So we can use calculus to find the minimum or the maximum value of this function, right? So when the derivative d is equal to 0, then this function has got the maximum or the minimum value. But it's pretty complicated for us to find the derivative of the right side directly. So instead of doing the d is equal to this stuff, we're gonna square both sides. D squared actually is equal to x minus 1 squared plus y minus 4 squared. And we can also replace x with y. So from this original function, we get x is equal to half y squared. All right, so I'm going to replace x over here. So d squared basically can be written as fy is equal to half y squared minus 1 squared plus y minus 4 squared. So even though we changed d to d squared, but you get the same thing. When d is a minimum value, then d squared is a minimum value, right? So when the derivative of d squared is 0, then d gets the minimum, a maximum value in some other case. The derivative of fy prime, if you do the calculation for the right side, actually is y cubed minus 8. So if the derivative of this thing is equal to 0, then the original function over here gets the maximum or minimum value. That gives you when y is equal to 2, x is also equal to 2, you get the maximum or minimum value. So the distance between the point 2, 2 and 1, 4 in the graph has got to be the maximum distance or the minimum distance. Let's take a look at the graph. So if you move the point all the way down to the right side and you keep going on and on, the distance between x and y and 1, 4 is going to be larger and larger and larger until it reaches infinity. In other words, the distance between 1, 4 and x, y has no maximum. So the point 2, 2 is the answer for today's question. All right, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.